So if all you want is for the round to come out of the barrel, yes, you pull on the trigger, you can slap on it, you can do anything, just pull it back. Great. But if you want to hit what you're aiming at, then no. To hit what you're aiming at actually involves you squeeze the trigger back. You do not pull the trigger back. When you pull, what happens is even just a slight pulling will angle the barrel down and your round is going to go down. So if you shoot at anything and your round actually goes down, that means that you pulled on the trigger. So to hit what you're aiming at actually involves a bit of finesse. You need a really solid grip so that the gun doesn't move around your hand. And you need to obviously sight properly. So, you're just sighting the target correctly. And then you squeeze. And in one continuous motion, you just squeeze the trigger back. And that allows you to actually hit what you're aiming at. So as an aside, which is why it's really comical when you see in movies people running and shooting with one hand, or they're shooting two guns, one in each hand. It's impossible to hit anything, even if you're really, really trained doing that, let alone the average person. And if you have any semblance of training, you just know you're just going to use one gun at a time and you're going to use both hands.
Well, that's awesome. Thanks for indulging me with my question and explaining this thoroughly. I was trained in weaponry in the Israeli military, but it was just like, shoot. You just shoot at the target. Never heard the finesse difference between squeezing and pulling. I appreciate the thoughtful answer.
Well, the Israeli military is really badass. So I'm guessing with them you were shooting a rifle. So there it makes a little bit less of a difference. You still squeeze, but with a handgun, it makes a lot of difference because you have a very short barrel. So you have a lot less tolerance for any kind of movement.
Hey, Akash. I hope I pronounced your name in the right way. My answer to all this you said before, the best answer, I think, would be the quote, the phrase, the post of my dear friend, which says, my brother once said to me, "You're perfect. The problem is that you just don't know it." This is the post itself. Read it. Feel it. Please.
Thanks for the pick-me-up, Ksenia.
As a way to work towards my best self, I went to the gym for the first time in about a month, maybe a month and a half, just even strenuous exercise. I had been walking about like 10 to 14,000 steps a day, but still wasn't enough compared to strenuous exercise. Did the elliptical, weightlifted, did pull-ups, and then called it. But I'm going to try to make that into a daily thing from here on out while this remodel is going on. So thanks for the self-awareness.
Love yourself like your life depends on it. Even when I make mistakes, I will love myself. Even if I fail, I will love myself. Even if someone who I love doesn't love me back, I will love myself. Even if others hate me, I will love myself. Even if the world rejects me, I will love myself. You must love yourself like your life depends on it, because it really does.